Oklahoma is one of only 6 states that does not prohibit texting while driving. Efforts to ban the practice have failed in the legislature for the past 5 years. The recent death of a highway patrol trooper, reportedly killed by a distracted driver, has focused increased attention on the issue, giving supporters hope that lawmakers will finally pass a law banning texting and driving.
We've all seen it. Drivers texting on their phones, oblivious to the traffic around them and the hazards they're creating. Oklahoma AAA spokesman Chuck May says studies by the Virginia Tech Transportation Institute underscore the dangers of texting and driving.
They found you're 23 times more likely to crash if you're texting than if you're not. Drinking and driving, 6 times more likely to crash. 23 times versus 6 times, you can see the difference. Texting is more dangerous, more of a distraction, more risky than drunk driving.
A VTTI study shows texting takes a driver's attention off the road for a minimum of 5 seconds. At a speed of 55 miles per hour, that's equivalent to traveling the length of a football field without looking at the road. 17-year-old Julianne Thomason knows firsthand the dangers of texting while driving. Thomason was riding in a car with friends when they were struck by a texting driver.
And she was going about 20 miles over the speed limit already and texting, and she swerved off her lane, completely rear-ended us. Our car started spinning around. We were so close to hitting a tree, and thankfully the curb had stopped us. Both cars were completely totaled, and it was very, very scary.
Thomason is a member of Generation Text, a nonprofit group involved in the effort to ban texting and driving. Thomason and several other teens were at the Capitol this week to support legislation introduced by State Representative Terry O'Donnell calling for a limited ban on texting. Speaking before a legislative committee hearing House Bill 1965, O'Donnell addressed concerns about whether such a law is really needed.
Don't we already have laws that outlaw distracted driving?
Well, Oklahoma currently has a very broad and general distracted driving law. It distinguishes nothing different from interacting with your pet in the car or eating a sandwich or tuning the radio. And it doesn't really focus in on the meat of this coconut, which is texting and driving.
O'Donnell cited a Consumer Report study which showed 56% of drivers in states with bans had either stopped or reduced texting and driving.
Representatives, if 56% of your people stop or reduce texting and driving because we passed this legislation, they should hold a parade in your district for each of you, because that's going to cut down on some accidents.
O'Donnell hopes the bill, which passed out of committee by a unanimous vote, will save lives as well. Studies show texting in cars and trucks causes more than 3,000 deaths and 330,000 injuries every year.